happy birthday and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How is this for you? How does it feel to still be the world chess champion?
It feels great. I'm very happy with the way I played today. The way I managed to perform under some pressure. It wasn't easy at any point. He certainly had his chances, but I'm very happy that we got 2 more years.
This obviously having been a really tough struggle and a long journey, does that make this victory to mean even more than the two other ones?
Yeah, sure. It's always, very pleasant to win, and there are always going to be things you can do better. But um, yeah, of course, the result was in serious doubt all the way. I never led in the match until the last two tiebreak games. But I got there in the end. And that's the most important thing.
After winning game number 3 today, you did like this, almost like a soccer player after scoring a goal. Was that the moment you realized that this can really go all the way now?
Yeah, I mean, in general, I felt good today, but of course, that I managed to win the third game was huge, and then I felt like I just had to play a normal game in the fourth, and that would get me through. But yeah, of course, it was a huge relief, especially after the game. The second game had been yet another frustrating affair.
Yeah. We also have Anastasia Karolic, the FIDE press officer. Do you have some questions for Magnus?
I always have some questions for Magnus, even I think he's a bit tired of me during this tournament. But still, I mean, I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the match? And have you learned something for yourself, about yourself during this match and about your opponent?
Well, I've learned that it's very, very difficult to win at chess against a tenacious and very strong opponent. Um, and I learned that it's important to be patient all the way. I did not manage to be patient in the eighth game. I sort of gambled at some point, and it did not pay off at all. And yeah, it's tough. It's not easy. And I mean, and another time I could have lost this match, and it just goes to show that nothing comes easy.
When you mentioned now this eighth game, and just I was wondering, how did you feel the next days, and who was actually helping you to cope with the pressure, and was there any kind of special advice you got that helped you to cope with this stress before you won the 10th game?
Well, I was really in a dark place after the eighth game. I was not finding any joy in the game, and it really was suffering at that point. I'm very grateful for my team here. They were always very supportive. Peter was always optimistic, even when I was not. And but still was not easy. And if things hadn't gone my way in the 10th game, I don't think I would have won this match. But I'm very, very grateful for my team here. They were wonderful.
I'm wondering, Magnus, after game 2 today, when you were not able to capitalize on your winning position, how was that 10 minutes before game 3?
It was frustrating, but on to the next one. The draw is not a disaster. That's what I was feeling at the start of the match also, that it was frustrating to make these draws from better positions. But as long as I'm dictating the game, then it's okay. And I've still felt that even though I couldn't capitalize on it, I was pressuring him on the board, and I was also playing faster and more confidently than he did. So I thought there was no need to panic, at least. And then, yeah, then in the third game, I wasn't like overly impressed with the position I got from the opening, but it was going to be a fight, and I felt that there I would be I would have very good chances.
Did you ever think of going for a draw in the last game, or did you really want to finish it off in style?
Well, I mean, I offered a repetition in better positions several times because I knew that you couldn't take it. At some point, yeah, I was a bit better, but then I started repeating with knight c2 to b4 and so on. And it's a very difficult situation for him because he knows he has the worst in his position in order to play on. But I mean, from the opening, I felt that I will just play what I prepared before, not to think too much about the result at that point, just to play normally. But of course, when there is a repetition there, let's try and take it.
Judith, you were almost standing in the chair here watching his end game in game 4.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it was kind of shocking that you didn't win. Actually, I was shocked that you didn't win game 3.
Well, I did win game 3.
Yeah.
No, in the rapid, but already in the
Ah,
classical.
yeah, sure.
That no, but this was yeah, it was a shock that today you didn't win this.
Yeah,
Game
the second
2.
game, yeah.
Yeah, that was. I thought you have a much harder psychological situation after that game, and actually it was Sergei who collapsed. Were you so angry that you just started to play all these moves, f5, f4, knight f5, knight, bishop h4?
Yeah, I mean, I was angry, but I felt that all this stuff. I wasn't too upset, even though I felt that my position might be objectively worse because it's not easy to play, and I felt all through the match that in complicated positions I would be superior to him. I felt that I had much more of an advantage in complicated positions than in simple positions because, especially in the fifth and sixth, even seventh or play, he was playing really well. But yeah, I mean, I was playing faster, and again, it's very unpleasant not to win such a good position as in game 2. But
I know.
but it goes on. It goes on.
Yeah, but it was fantastic, this e4 and all this smooth way of playing it.
Yeah, I mean, at that point I didn't see a win or anything, but it just looks so nice with the knight and an e3, never risking anything, and I am several minutes up on the clock. It was just a very pleasant situation.
And I had the feeling that Sergei is extremely good defending in other type of position. This is so dangerous.
Yeah, no, I
also
mean
to
it's
defend.
easier to defend when the queens are off and you have a clear target to defend. In this position, yeah, his king is weak. His bishop is bad, and maybe you can find some configuration which holds, but it's very, very, very easy to make a mistake.
Do you have any final questions, Anastasia?
Actually, I have one question about the ninth game because okay, I couldn't ask this after the press conference, but now we know the result and we can ask you this question. If you wouldn't manage to hold this game, because you had obviously worse position at one point, do you think the match would be over?
I think both in the ninth and the 10th games, those were of course crucial. I mean, it wasn't obvious that I was going to gain 1.5 points from those games. I think if I had gotten half a point, the match is obviously over. But no, I mean, if I'd lost the ninth game, I don't think there was any way back, especially since my confidence level wasn't very high. But I'm very pleased with the way I managed to defend an unpleasant position in the ninth game. It's easy to collapse when everything is going wrong, but I managed not to do that.
How will your double celebration be now then?
I don't know. It's not been a focus, so we'll see.
Congratulations on. Do you have more?
No, I just wanted to say that I heard there's gonna be a party after the closing ceremony, so with DJ and I don't know some drinks. So I think we're going to have a big celebration.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.